What's up? This is Kelly, aka I am Kelly J. I just want to thank everyone who actually watched my first video. If you guys did watch it, I really appreciate it if you guys did or do. I am new to this, so you guys have to give me time. I'm working with what I had as far as equipment. I've been researching equipment about what I want, things that I not necessarily need, but things that will better my quality. So just bear with me, please. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm learning as I'm going. Luckily, I do have some people in my corner that is helping me that are already kind of doing this. So thank you so much to those people. What I wanted to do today, I wanted to upload on Sunday because I wanted to do like a skincare series. So I wanted to focus on skincare. My skin, I have dry, sensitive skin with eczema. So I have an actual particular skin type. So what I wanted to do today, instead of going over like reviews and products, just focus on things that can trigger eczema. A little bit about me. I have atopic dermatitis and I also have contact dermatitis. So I'm going to go over some things that can trigger, eczema and flare-ups. I'm going to continue this series not only for like skincare Sunday, but for eczema in general. Because I think there's a lot of misleading information out there. And to me personally, especially with videos like how I cured my eczema, there's no way to cure eczema. There just isn't. There's a way to put it in like a stage where it doesn't come back. I went 6 years without any flare-ups at all, and then it just randomly came back like in 2014, 2015. But it is an inflammation disease, and there's just no cure. There's treatments, and there's some treatments better than others, but there's no cure. So I wanted to start with some things that can trigger it, because unfortunately with a lot of videos out there, some of them are old, saying that how I cured my eczema. There's no cure. There's a treatment, absolutely, where you can make it go away for a very long time, even forever. But because you already had it, especially if it's not contact, especially if it's like atopic dermatitis or hand eczema, it can come back. And people with eczema who've dealt with it their entire life, moderate to severe, knows exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go over some things that can trigger eczema. I know these by heart, but I did take some notes. So yeah. So the one thing that can trigger eczema, and not only that, this is not good for nobody. So please stop doing it, but I can't force you guys. But taking hot showers. So of course I'm not talking about taking cold showers, but you know what I'm talking about. There's a meme, and it's literally where the girl is taking a scalding hot shower and her husband's trying to get in, and it's like his skin melted because it's so hot. He turned to skeleton. I hope I find that meme for this video. That's typically how hot a lot of people like to take showers. That is very unhealthy to your skin, anybody's skin. But if you have dry eczema skin, you're doing more damage. Not only you're drying out your skin, but it's highly possible it can cause inflammation itself, because the hot water attacking your skin, keep in mind your skin is an organ. It's the largest organ in your body. So with the hot water attacking your skin, not necessarily attacking, but it's on your skin in the shower while you're washing your body is going to trigger a response to attack, because this thing is under attack. That's what inflammation does. And you're going to cause itchiness. Another secret is to make sure you have a water filter, depending on what part of the world or country you're in. Water filters are definitely good. Cleaner water is definitely key. So what I would recommend is to take just lukewarm showers. I know that sounds really bad, because a lot of people like hot showers, but you'd be surprised how amazing your skin is. And not even if you don't have dry eczema skin, taking lukewarm showers will actually help your skin contain more hydration and more moisture within your body. And you will see more effects within your lotions and your body creams that you're using, especially if you already have problematic skin. Another thing that can cause it is not using an exfoliant. So you want to exfoliate your skin. That's kind of self-explanatory. But if you never ever use a body scrub before, exfoliating your skin, first of all, it just feels nice. That's just my personal appearance. It reveals some type of glow on your skin that we need, having dry, sensitive skin to begin with, and it gets rid of that dead layer that we have. So not exfoliating your skin can be really crucial to not necessarily the itchiness, but just not seeing improvements in your skin that you want to see, as far as glowy skin, or even keeping the hydration and the moisture within your skin from using your lotions and creams that you're going to be using, that you should be using. So I would recommend using a gentle sugar scrub, avoid salt scrubs, even like a gentle body peel, even a body wash that's like a BHA or AHA on the low percentile. CeraVe has a really good one. Those would be amazing for our type of skin. Another thing that can actually cause any type of skin just to react bad is stress. Stress can do damage to your skin, and it's been proven. People have broke out with acne, people have lost hair, and also stress can cause eczema to flare up, or if you already have an eczema flare up, it can cause you to itch even more. So releasing stress goes by person. With me personally, stressing, for me to be stress free, if I am stressing, it's just to be alone, not talk to anyone, just be within myself, read a book, watch my favorite TV show, listen to music, play on my laptop, my MacBook, anything along those lines. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to looking at the camera. Any of that helps me be stress free. Excuse me. I know I can't talk again. I'm looking for something. Anyways, I was going to show you, but I can tell you, there's an app called Calm that I personally use to meditate. I try to meditate every morning, but there's plenty of other apps out there for that. Try to find your outlet to relieve stress without complaining, because for me personally, complaining just makes it worse. And that would definitely help you, release everything, and you won't be really stressed out, and your eczema and your skin would definitely thank you. Allergies. I can't say enough about allergies. A lot of people think it's a hoax. It has been proven on the National Eczema Association website. Allergies and eczema go hand in hand. So I'm not saying if you have allergies, you have eczema, but if you have eczema, most likely you do have some type of form of allergies, whether they're mild all the way to severe. I have moderate allergies. My nose gets stuffed up a lot, and my eyes really bother me a lot. To avoid allergies, you want to know your allergens. So if you do have health care, if you do have health insurance and you are able to afford it, please go see an allergist. I know it sounds kind of painful because you get pricked. I've done it. It's really not that painful as it seems, and I found out that I'm allergic to plenty of stuff. As far as environmental, and I know what I need to do to protect myself. My allergist recommended a lot of over-the-counter medicine, so I don't have to spend a lot of money. If you can't get to an allergist, just take over-the-counter allergy medicine at least. I would recommend Benadryl at night. Benadryl for me typically works throughout the day too, so I take it right before I go to bed. I wake up, I'm still okay, and I can go throughout my day. If I, for every reason, cannot take Benadryl at night, then I will take Claritin, or like a generic version of Claritin, in the morning, and just go throughout my day. You want to do that, and not only that, the medicine in allergy medicine, the ingredients can actually help the itchiness, believe it or not. So it's very, very beneficial, especially if you are having an eczema flare up, and during that moment, allergy medicine is definitely a go-to, if for every reason you cannot afford to go to a doctor for it. Sweating. Yes, sweat can actually cause an eczema flare up. Not the sweat itself, but the salt within the sweat. So when you're working out is definitely good. I'm doing that myself. I'm definitely, I am a curvier, bigger girl, but I am losing weight. I lost about 20 pounds, and I actually like working out. But working out, even though it releases endorphins and it like lowers the inflammation, it can do the opposite for people with eczema. And the salt that you're, in the sweat that you're releasing when you are working out can cause a response and trigger an eczema flare up, or it just a tense itch that's very uncomfortable. To avoid that, you don't have to avoid working out, but to avoid that, try wearing cotton clothing or cotton lining clothing when you're working out. Try your best to not work out outside. Work out in like an AC building, a building with air conditioning, like a regular gym. Make sure you have a towel on you at all times. I take about 2 or 3 just so I'm not, using the same dirty, sweaty towel. And yeah, that's really it that you can avoid that. And like during like the regular hot summer, just wear light clothing. Don't wear anything too tight. And speaking of clothing and fabrics is another thing that can trigger your eczema. That's just a self-explanatory. People are allergic to a certain type of clothing material, and with our type of skin, especially mine, I cannot wear anything or do anything wool. So like wool coats in the winter, wool blankets. I don't know why people will still have a wool blanket. That is very weird to me. They're ugly. Just my opinion. Sorry. So best recommendation is to avoid anything wool, cotton, satin, silk. Even like a polyester blend does not bother me. Me personally, I've never bought anything that's like 100% polyester. I've bought stuff with like polyester blend. That's been no problem to me either. Also, when you sleep, try to sleep with silk, satin, or cotton sheets. And also like your blanket, make sure it's a certain material like cotton, stuff like that. That's not wool at all. Like I said, I don't know who still uses wool blankets, but if you do, if you have itchy skin or even dry skin, I will highly recommend to get rid of it ASAP and go to Walmart, Target, Marshalls, somewhere and buy you a new set. The last one is kind of geared towards more, my females out there, my beautiful women, but hormones. Hormones can actually trigger a response. I'm doing more research on this myself, but I found this out just by doing my own research based on my body, and it came out to be 100% true. During that time of the month, for me personally, for every reason, like the last 2 days, I'm more itchy no matter what I'm doing. If I'm doing all the other things that I've told you, it still happens during that time. So there's really nothing I can do but just to bear through it. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. So I also know that women can, because I know women personally who've dealt with they never had eczema their entire life, and then all of a sudden they had eczema when they, became pregnant. Pregnancy eczema is very highly possible. Unfortunately, there's no way to actually avoid hormones. It just happens. So, if you're in your, that time of the month, if you're pregnant, anything along those lines, I just make sure you're taking the other steps, because it doesn't happen to me every month. So if I'm, if I'm making sure I'm taking, lukewarm showers, not stressing out, exfoliating my skin, wearing the right fabric, stuff like that, it typically doesn't happen, but on rare occasions it does. So just make sure if you're doing everything else, you should be fine. But just a fair warning, it can happen. Hormones can affect it. I'm doing more research on it, and I'm actually going to do a video about it. But yeah, that's it. Sorry, I was looking at my little notes. I knew all this by heart, but I just didn't want to mess up because I've been dealing with eczema my entire life. I might do like a brief, short story about my journey with my eczema and my dry skin. But thank you so much for tuning in. And I see you in the next video, I guess,